Hello everyone, and welcome to another video brought to you by D-Access. And for this video I will show you how to insert your in-text citation and create a reference list. So as you can see, this document here is a 5-paged essay excluding the cover page. That's why I've mentioned 5, and it also does not have a reference list. So what we are going to do for this video is that we're going to insert our citations and also create a reference list. And so before we get into it, I will first explain on what a reference list is, as well as a citation. So both of these things, we can describe them as ways of acknowledging the original creator of a line of thought. And this is mainly necessary when you are writing your academic paper to avoid plagiarism, because quite alright, you might have your own ideas that you might want to put out in the paper, but you find out that you are not the original creator. You are not the creator of the original thought. Someone has already thought about it before. That is why you need to acknowledge the original creator of that line of thought that you're just using for the paper. And so without further ado, we can get into it. So if you want to insert your citation, we are going to start with the citation. You go to your references tab, and when you go to your references tab, you are going to be using this ribbon over here, which is the citations and bibliography ribbon, because this is what we are going to put in. So first, you start by setting your cursor where you want the citation to be. So yeah, we're going to put it there at the end of the paragraph, and then we are going to go to insert citation. And then, as you can see, do not mind that, that's another one that has been used before, so we are going to create a new one. So when you go to add new source, wait for it to load out, and a pop-up will show on your screen. And now this pop-up has various fields that you need to fill in, because all these fields are what's going to be used for your citation. So if the book where you're citing your idea from is from a book, the book section, journal, can be videos, audio, anything, you are going to select. So we are going to select book, and the author of the book, we are going to set the author of the book as and then if your book does not have an original author, it has a corporate author, you might as well just click on it, and as you can see, the name of the corporate author will show up. So we are just going to keep it that way. And the title of the book, we are going to put in the title of the book. So we're going to say and we are going to put the year, and we're going to put the city of publication and fill in okay. So once you fill in all these fields, then you can now press OK. So as you can see, here is our citation. And so you have to be cautious when you are making your in-text citation. There are different ways of doing it, and this way that has showed is the correct way, because it has to be at the end of your paragraph. If you get this citation and you put it in between your paragraph, it's a wrong way of citation, because citations also has rules, so those rules must be followed. And so if you see your citation comes out like this, then it is fine. If you find that your citation is within the paragraph and it's written down like this, it's best you cut it and paste it to the end of your paragraph. And so now we are going to go to the next part, which is creating a reference list. So when you want to go and create your reference list, you are going to go at the bottom of your document. So at the bottom of your document, you have a blank page. You need to create a blank page, and you are going to now use this space for your references. And when you want to insert your references, you can go to manage sources. So when you go to manage sources, a prompt will pop up on your screen and it will show you all the citations that have been used before. So there's two lists, if you can notice. There's the master list and there's the current list. So for your master list, this shows each and every reference that has been made and saved to Word. So all this has been made and has been saved to Word, and all you have to do is pick out the one that you want. If you want to add a new source, you just go to new here, and the prompt for inserting your citation will come, and you fill in the fields and it will be added. So for the sake of the video and for me to show you a properly well-crafted example, I am going to pick out a bunch of references from the master list and take them to our current list so that I can show you how a reference list looks like. So I will click on this. When you click on it, as you can see, if you want to edit or change anything, you are going to go to edit and the prompt will come, and as you can see, all the fields have been already filled. So what you can do is just change where you have seen an error, and once you're done with it, you say okay. If you want to move your reference from the master list to your current list, you are going to click copy and it's going to go there. And when you go and pick other ones, we are going to pick this one and we are going to copy it there too, and do the same with this one and copy it there. And so we are going to have 5 references, and when you have made these references, you can go to close. You are going to close your prompt. And so second thing, before you do that, you have to check the style. So there are various styles when you are referencing. Mostly for Zambian academic institutions, the ones that are mostly used is Harvard style or APA style. So we are going to just make our first example with Harvard style, and we'll go to the bibliography, and this is now the last point where you're going to now insert your reference list. So you're going to go to bibliography, and it's going to give you these 3 options here. So you can create a bibliography, you can create a reference list, and you can put in works cited. So for these two here, they are not necessary, they are just like a reference list. The only difference is that they are not in alphabetical order. It's up to you if you want to make them in alphabetical order or not. And you can also put in sources that are not in your current academic paper, just like the way we were fishing out from our master list to our current list. But for this one here, which is the references, you only have to make sure the works that have been cited in your academic paper are put there. And so for the purpose of the video, we are going to make it be a reference. So you're going to click on references, and as you can see, your reference list has been created. So it is up to you. You can use that prompt when you go to manage sources. You can add in as many citations you want, and they'll all be arranged in alphabetical order,